I can't even tell you how many times I fell asleep playing this game. Hey everybody, it's Femtrooper, and today I'm going to be discussing new Pokemon Snap for the Nintendo Switch. Honestly, guys, I don't like this game. I really don't. In fact, I'm gonna probably end up trading this in at my local store because I did not enjoy this. Is this a bad game? Absolutely not. In fact, it got really good reviews. Lots of people like it. It's just the reasons why people like it are reasons why I don't like it. So you have to see if your viewpoint aligns with mine. Some reasons why I didn't like this game might be reasons why you're thinking, oh, I'd love it then. So please keep that in mind when you're listening to this, because I don't like slow, cozy, chill games. I really don't. There's some things that might be considered slow, like, say, a visual novel that I can kind of get into, but man, this is very slow paced. This is so relaxing. It's the epitome of cozy game, and it's just not for me. Just briefly, this is kind of like an on-rails shooter, which sounds great because I love Link's crossbow training, things like that. That's really fun. But obviously you don't have a gun, you have a camera, and so it's almost like you're on like a Disneyland ride or a Disney World ride, and you're going along, and then you see a Pokemon, you take a picture. So it's very timed. Like if you see something, take a picture, because you're continuing on this sort of imaginary track that you're on, and you're doing research for the professor via photos, and that's why you get to go to these different locations, take pictures for his research. It sounds fun, and I loved Pokemon Snap as a kid. I really liked it. I have it on N64. I really enjoyed Pokemon Snap. I thought it was really fun. It's a very short game, but at the time, I thought this was super cool, super unique. It was very original, and then, here we are like 20 years later, we're getting a sequel, and it is much better in every way. If you like these kinds of games, you're probably going to like this. Just because you like the original, though, doesn't mean you're going to like the new one, like me, because it is relatively long for what it is, which is good. So, you are getting around 12 to 15 hours of gameplay here, which is great, but for me, as someone who was very bored with it, that was 12 to 15 hours too much. Having said that, you spend $80 on a game, and you don't want like 3 hours of gameplay, so I don't know why I'm ranting about that, but hey. The reasons why I don't like this game are going to be reasons why a lot of people will like it and do like it. So, for instance, you're on this like amusement park type ride, you're on invisible rails, you're going along very, very, very slowly, and then you're looking around at the environments, seeing Pokemon. It's so fun. You're looking, but for me, I just found it to be pretty much a snore. Like, I don't care. At first, I thought it was really cool. The graphics are really, really good. In fact, they're probably the best I've seen in a Pokemon game, so that's awesome. And, the environments are fun. There's snow worlds, there's beaches, you can go in a volcano. It's pretty varied. You are getting some interesting locations. There's a jungle location. You're getting a lot of stuff. It's cool. Underwater, cool. However, it's just so damn slow. And so I would play a level, take pictures, and then afterwards you can only pick one photo of each Pokemon that you shot. So if you took, 15 pictures of a Pikachu, you only get to pick one that you're going to actually submit to the professor, and then he reviews it, gives you a score, blah, blah, blah. You obviously want to try and get a better picture for next time. Every time you go through these levels, things change a little bit. So you might be going through a level, and then the next time you see a Pokemon you didn't see, there's day versions and night versions of the levels. And then you'll be going through and, a Pokemon does this, and then the next time, oh, he's over here and he's doing this, and then there's a way better shot to be taken. So, if you like collecting stuff and you're interested in things like that, you might like this game. If you like very slow-paced, relaxing games, like this isn't a game that keeps you on the edge of your seat, like, at all. It's very slow, so I would play this in bed, and maybe that was a bad thing, but that's just when I play Switch usually, and so I'd be playing it, and then I'd, like, submit my photos to the professor, and then I would end up just falling asleep. I swear, every time. So I could never play 2 or 3 levels at once because I was just gone. I was always sleeping. So I will say, this game was really boring to me because it's just slow and it's not a lot going on. I mean, you're looking and zooming in and taking a picture, and to me it was just kind of mindless. Like, I don't care. Like, I wasn't intrigued by it, and the story is obviously not that great. The whole point of this is you like taking pictures of Pokemon, so I wouldn't get too invested in the story here, but I do like stories in games, and this was so boring. And I will sacrifice story if it's like super intense and fun, and I don't know, like say a platformer. There's no story there that's that great, but the platforming and the gameplay is so fun that I could care less. But this was just not for me, guys. I don't know. I'm like really mad about it because when they announced this, I was so excited because I instantly thought, oh, I loved Pokemon Snap when I was a kid. This is going to be so great. And now I'm playing it like, damn, this is slow. This is so slow. If you are a person who wants to have like some nice tea and sit on a big cozy chair with a really nice blanket and just relax and look at the scenery and see what's coming up next. Oh, turn a corner here and, you know, there's a Squirtle on a rock. It's so boring. It's so boring to me. That's not fun. And you know what? Some people, they really got into it, but you know, I feel like maybe this game is for people who like Sims because they're able to tolerate stuff like that better than I am. Just not for me. You know, I want to play Yakuza. I don't want to play this. New Pokemon Snap was boring for me. However, it might be like one of the best games for you. It might be your game of the year. I don't know. I want to make it clear that I am a huge Pokemon fan, and I would only recommend this really to Pokemon fans because, I don't know, I don't really see the value in this if you're not into Pokemon. So it's cool because it has Pokemon from all gens. It's really neat that way. You're not getting, you know, just the original 150. Like, there's a lot in here, and there's a lot of content, and it definitely, like I said, it's 12 to 15 hours around. Like, you are in for a ride. You've got a lot here to play, which is great. You definitely get your money's worth, so I will say that. There are editing features, but I have no interest in that because for me, doing additional content in something that I thought was boring was not interesting to me. So I definitely didn't venture into that territory at all. I really like what they did with this game. I think it's really good. It's just not for me. So I don't think it's a bad game. I've played games that are legitimately terrible, and I would say don't ever play this. It's so awful. But this one is just, it's not my thing. So that's something you need to evaluate. Watch gameplay footage, you know, try it out. See if you like it, because it might not be for you, or it might actually be. I've talked to so many people who've been really enjoying this. I could see this being a really fun game as like a parent with a child. I could see that being really fun to point out things and like, you know, if your kid's really young, or just if you really like Pokemon and you want to play anything Pokemon, which is like me, so which is why I bought it. So you could also, you know, see yourself there. It's worth a shot. If you're like me and you don't like slow-paced, chill games, maybe this isn't for you. However, if you do, I actually think it's a really solid game. So I want to make that very clear. That's just my quick and dirty review for New Pokemon Snap. I just wanted to come out here, give my quick thoughts on it. It just wasn't for me, but that's okay because I have so many other games that I want to talk about that I love. And hey, if I don't love a game, I want to share because maybe it'll save you from, you know, spending X amount of money on it, or maybe you'll think like, oh my god, I love Sims stuff, I love chill cozy games, that's totally for me, and that's fine. So definitely check it out if that's for you. What are your thoughts? Did you like this game? I don't know. Please tell me. Remember to click like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.